Green light. Green light. All right. Tsunami. Whoosh. Thank you. So we've been working with radicals. Yesterday, the homework came up before 6, so hopefully you guys got to do it. It's okay. You'll get some more time. It doesn't long, remember. You should always check up until 6 o'clock. I had a meeting. I couldn't get the homework up right away. My meeting went till like 5:30, and by the time I got home, it was like 10 till, but I got it in before 6. But if you didn't see it, that's okay. You'll get your practice on it today. I do need to carry on with the lesson so that we can get it done by next week. So we're working with radicals still. So it's all radicals for this whole chapter, okay? Again, if there's any questions at any point, please feel free to ask them. Here's these rules you're supposed to know for the beginning. If you have two radicals, let's say this is a root A and this is root B. That's not what I meant to do. That's root B. You can multiply the two as long as the indices are the same. So if this was like a 4 and this was a 4, then this would become the fourth root of whatever A times B is. Okay? So you can multiply them as long as the index is the same. Let me show you with a number. So if I have the square root, let's do the third root. If I had the third root of 4 multiplied by the third root of 3, then that becomes the third root of 12. Absolutely. Okay?
Don't change it, please.
No. Take this away from me. I should, huh? I'm gonna tell the wife too. Like, thanks for the warning, but
You just gotta get your body used to it.
Okay, what I do now?
that's not mad. Why are you reading contributing authors? Hey, be careful. I was talking to say.
So was it good or was it not?
Oh, it's delicious. I love it, but I can't have it right now. I don't wanna streak my pants. That was bad.
Alright.
And again, the same is true if you want to divide two radicals. So if they have the same root, then you can go ahead and divide them. And that's what the other part is saying. You can give me thumbs up if that's okay with you, thumbs down if it's not, sideways if you're like, Okay, so so this one was okay? So let me give you an example for the other one then. So if I had the third root of 4 and the third root of 2, then this is simply the third root of 4 over 2, which is the third root of 2. Right? Because what's 4 divided by 2? Boom. I can do that. Do you see another one?
Wait.
Where's my marker? No. It's going to be different. It's going to be different, so we'll talk about that. So if I had the fourth root of 9 over the fourth root of 5, can I divide 9 by 5? No, but I can write this as the fourth root of 9/5. Now, why would I want to do that, you ask?
Because you don't want to get decimal. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's going to be decimal, but here's why. Maybe I do have this problem here. Let's do this, actually. No? Put that back?
Yes, I'm not supposed to. But that was done writing.
Don't be rude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you just try.
Luis Gustavo Figueroa Garcia.
His full name.
That was the.
Did I even say it all? Is it right? What was it?
13 more names.
What's the one I read in the
Gustavo Figueroa, sí. I have one.
I know, but I got the 4. I got the 4 primaries. You're like my. I have one. Well, he's not my nephew. He's my sister's brother's son.
Wait, so your brother's son?
My sister. No, I said that wrong. My wife's brother's son, which is like my nephew, but not really, because now they're divorced. So, right? Now they just kind of are. But he's got like 3 middle names. It was like, dude, serious? Why? Because we wanted to get all the grandparents. And then mine. All right, we're good?
Yeah.
So, the question was, why would I want to do something like that, right? So let's say I did have the square root of 5/9. The square root of 5/9. And I said, hey, try to simplify this. Well, is there a square root of 5/9? No, right? But if I broke it up, if I went the other way, because that's legit, right? If I can put them together, can I also separate them? Yeah. And what is the square root of 9? 3. So this would become radical 5 over 3, and now I've simplified the problem. As much as possible anyway.
Wait, okay.
It's empty good. Ooh, don't have to drink it. What?
Is it empty?
Yes, I emptied it down there.
So you can do that to either number, like the X square?
Yeah, so I can put them together, or I can separate them if I want to. And yeah, since this does have a root, I'll just take that. Since this one doesn't, I'm going to leave it alone. Cool? Good questions. Thank you. Can I shake it? Somebody scream. It always feels weird after I do that.
Me too.
We're good?
Yeah. Great.
All right, cool beans. Let's do this. So, can I do this? Can I multiply these two?
No.
No, you're done. You move on. Ah, yeah. Can I multiply those two?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What would I get? This would be the third root of -8, which is actually just -2. Absolutely. Good job, yo. You guys are good.
How is it -2?
Some number times itself 3 times gives me this. Right?
Oh my god.
What happened? What part?
No.
Ask.
Just my head hurts.
Oh, so not the problem?
It's not the problem.
Okay, I was concerned there. I want to make sure you got this. Okay, we're good? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Not good? Felix? Welcome back. How about this? Can you multiply those two? They have the same 7.
It's not the same.
Oh, I can get y'all. Good.
Index.
Yeah, so the index have to be the same. And then you could do the bottom ones, but they're not the same, so at this point we'd be done, yup.
What's the answer?
That is the answer.
No, I mean, like, what is it like on a home?
You would leave it alone. You would just type that right back in, because that's as simple as it can get. I mean, unless there was like a 4th root of 7, but there isn't a 4th root of 7. Like some number times so 4 times would give you 7. Some magical fraction probably would. All right, cool. You guys good? Now we got to simplify them. Now we have to simplify them. So here you're going to get to see a little bit of what we were doing yesterday as well. Put the pencils down. Put the pencils down. Put the pencils down. Now watch me do this. Once I had it done, Romo, then you can write it all down. Okay? Now I want to see if there's a third root of 54. I don't know right off the top of my head. So I'm going to start doing my upside down cake. Can I divide this by 2? Sure. Half of that will give me 27. Can I divide 27 by 2? No, but I can do 3, right?
Yeah.
So that would give me 9. Then I can do 3 again, 3 and 3. Okay, so here's what I've got. I've got the third root of something. I want to try to bring some stuff out. With the number alone, can I? Yeah. I have a set of 3 what? 3 3s. That means I bring one of them out. What am I going to do with that 2? Yeah, it's going to go back inside. This 2 left over goes back in. If there was 2 2s, then what would go back inside? 2 2s, which is 4. Okay? Now let's look at the letters. And this is why I like to do this division piece. This is 5 divided by 3, right? So how many times is it going to 5? 1 time, and the remainder? 2? That means I have 1x outside, and how many inside? 2. Do I got to put bars on this x? Like yesterday? Do I need to do absolute value on this?
Not negative.
No, because this is an odd index. When do I have to worry about bars? When it's even. When it's even. And the quantity that comes out is odd. This one was odd, but I don't have to worry about it because this is also odd. The only time I have to worry about it is even, and what comes out is an odd number. You can write this down if you need to. 3. So thirsty.
Another 2 bottles.
I don't want water though. I have water. Got all the water I can drink. That Coke that Charlie had, it's on the bomb. Anybody ever have soda for breakfast?
All the time at my Nana's house.
Do you?
Pepsi at like 6 in the morning.
My wife stopped asking me, but she'd be like, "Serious soda for breakfast?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. Let me have some orange juice. Let me get some of that acai stuff." But now I just have it. She's like,
Did she just give you that look?
I don't think she cheat. She just tries to get me to eat better.
No.
But oh yeah, not like that.
I give up.
I'm happy
every
to
day.
win, yeah.
You know what sounds bomb right now?
Chick-fil-A.
Sonic's cherry limeade.
Oh.
Cherry limeade from
Chicken
Sonic.
nuggets from there.
The nuggies? Oh, the ocean water too. You ever get that ocean water slush in the summer? It's a spot. You know what else is really good? Red Robin's strawberry freckled something. You know what I'm talking about? Is that what it's called? Spotted lemonade or something? It's freckled lemonade. Strawberry freckled. Oh,
I was there like last night.
delicioso.
Bro, you gotta finish
I
that.
go like everywhere.
So you got the remainder of 2 times the 54, right?
No, from the X.
Yeah, maybe like 4 of
It's
those
5
nuggets.
divided by 3, right? So 5 divided by 3, it goes in at 1 time. And I got a remainder of 2. So that means 1 gets to come outside, and I got 2 left over for infusion. Right? Alright, cool. You try! You try! Give you guys a minute and a half.
Might give us a big hit.
I just stretch it out because it's not really bigger.
It's a bigger number.
Because it's a size 10 font. I'll give you a minute and 40 seconds. 2 minutes then.
It was turned off.
Oh,
Come on, bro, straight to
God dang.
Here you go.
Let's do the 30
there, but no Barbie girl. I can guarantee you that.
What's wrong with Barbie girl?
If there is, it's my dad that put it on here. So probably the most embarrassing thing I have on there is Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid thing sounds good. I respect it. Oh, yeah. I respect it. Give me some.
It's my dad's playlist.
So do you remember when you give me a goddamn
My dad's business.
Okay. So you know what the prime numbers are, right? No? Okay, so numbers that can only multiply, the only way to get them is 1 times that number. The only way to get this number is 1 times that number. Okay, so if I can do, for example, 1. Well, 1's not prime, or b, so only 1 alone. But 2, the only way to get 2 is 2 times 1, right? If we did 3, I can do 3 times 1. What about 4? Well, I can do 4 times 1, but I could also do 2 times 2. So this is not a prime number. It has to be prime, correct? So the first few are 2, 3, 5, 7, 7, and 11. But I usually just use these. Yeah, they're all prime numbers are well, except for 2. 2's the only prime number I have. No, because I can
I'm
use
always
3.
wearing beer for
Right? Okay, so what I'm
I'm
gonna do,
always rocking my Rona.
so I'm gonna start chipping away at 2. And the smallest one that I know is 2. I like that one better. So once I divide it, so I'm gonna 64. And I'm gonna chip another prime out of there. So, and if I pull another prime out of there, then I'm gonna be 16. So if I did 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, I would get. Okay. So this outside is the prime factor. And I wanted to be in sets of 3, right? Because every 3 I get 3 and 1 out. So I get 1 or 2 of them now. So give me 1 on the outside, and then whatever's left inside. So what's left? This is a 2, and this is a 2, right? Remember, for every 3, I get to take 1 from it. So if I took out 2 2s, that gives me 4. You're good? Alright, cool. So I have 1 2 left over, so that's gonna go back in. And then for the X's, I get to take them out of the time. So if I take out, if I have 7 on the side, how many 3's can I bring out? 2, so that gives me X squared. And then I would have.
I was like, yeah, I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, and then I'll get out. No, because I have to memorize them. And then, like, I've been challenged. I gotta do 200 of them. That's 200 push-ups.
And I remember this from Alistair's
We have to make our own.
Tsunami! Whoosh! Whoa. Tsunami! Whoosh! I should let you guys do it. Let's get back to this power line here. I did do it over there on the side. I was playing some stuff. Let's start by breaking down the 128. What's the smallest prime you want to use? 2.
64.
Hold on. Uh, 64, half of that. 32, half of that. Half of that. Half of that. And half of that. And I think I'm done. So now I've got all these prime factors out here. Remember, I get to bring them out in sets of 3, correct? So let's see here. How many sets can I bring out?
2.
I can bring 2 sets out. Here's one of them. There's my 2. Here's another set. There's that 2. And I have 1 left over. Where's that guy go? Back inside. Cool. Now let's look at the X's. This is 1. This is that, right? Isn't it the same thing? So all I did was set them up into groups of 3 because what do I get to do? For every 3, I bring 1 out. So I'm really bringing out how many of them?
2.
And I have how many leftovers? 1. And if you want to do that division piece, more power to you. But there it is right here. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I got it right.
Which part?
All of it.
Oh, sorry. Question, sir.
Could you multiply the two and two outside? So
Yeah, you would. Oh, my bad. You should. That's 2 times 2, so that should be a 4. I skipped that step, but you're correct. What's your question? Be quiet! I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Let's start this again. Tsunami! I can't do those kind of things here. Go ahead.
the X is under
These X's right here? You don't know how to do that part? Okay, so remember how let me try this a different way, okay? 1, 2, 3, 7 of them, right? So let me clear. So this, if I wrote down everything broken down, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So this is another way of looking at it. If I broke it all down inside, the rule is for every how many? For every 3, I get to bring one of them out. So 1, 2, 3, here's a 2. 1, 2, 3, here's a 2. 1, 2, 3, here's an X. 1, 2, 3, there's an X. So I would get 4 X squared, and then what's left behind is 2X. So that's another way you can look at that. Does that help?
That makes it easy.
Yeah.
Why'd you explain it like that? I was thinking some other.
Because I got different tools for different types of questions.
I was over here concentrating.
Does that make more sense to you?
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. Where did I get these numbers from? From that upside down cake, remember? See it over there? So for me, instead of rewriting them again, I just look over there. So my bad. Cool. David? So how much is it? Huh? How much is it? You need to pay attention. Stop doing what you're doing over there.
I know how to do the words.
Okay. Here we go. So now we have the square root of 72x to the third y to the second times the square root of 10 x y to the third. Not really that big of an issue. This ends up being the square root of 720,
Yeah.
x to the fourth, y to the fifth.
That's all you had to do?
No, because now we have to simplify it,
Oh my god.
right? Let's do the letters first. The letters are the easiest, right? How many? This is a square root. So how many sets can I bring out? 2 of them. Do I need to worry about putting bars on this? No, because even if I put a negative in there, what happens? It becomes positive, right? So this is done. How many sets of this can I bring out? 2. So I've got y to the second. How many are left over there? 1. So I can get rid of that 5.
Ow.
Cool. Let me do this then. Can I do ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-ba-da? Okay. Let's do this 720 real quick. Half is 360. Half of that is 180. Half of that is 90. Half of that is 40. Can I do half of that? I can do 3 times 15, and then I can do 3 times 5. So, you're okay where this came from, Romo? Here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to take all that and just break it all up. So here's the square root of 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. Groups of 3?
One.
Romo?
What?
Groups of 3?
Yeah. One.
No. What root is this? What's the index? When there's no number,
Oh, two?
it should be 2. Good. So this is gonna go, this is gonna go, this is gonna go, these are gonna go, those are gonna go, those and those, right? So I'm bringing out 2 times 2 times 3. How much is that? Here, let me just do that. I'm not gonna skip this step. Never mind. So I'm bringing out a 2, a 2, a 3. I'm bringing out 1x, 2 x's, 1 y, 2 y's, and then what's left over is this 5 and this y, right? And then when I clean it up, I've got 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12. 12x squared, y squared, square root of 5y. How's that, Romo? Yeah? No. You get what you get and you don't get upset.
How,
Go ahead.
well,
What's 2 times 2?
yeah, but what happened to the other twos?
Well, remember, for every 2, we bring 1 out. So they were in here, now it's outside. Think about it this way. If this is a 4, what's the square root of 4? 2, and that's where that 2 came from.
Okay,
Okay, no?
I get it.
Okay. There was just like no, oh.
I did say,
Oh. 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 Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna TikTok now.
You TikTok this weekend?
I'm gonna TikTok some so you guys answer your math questions.
Why?
Because we're gonna be like, I'll be like, negative times a negative equals a peanut butter sandwich.
I don't get it. Peanut butter shrimp sandwich.
That's not a joke.
That's pretty funny.
Slam the door.
Slam the door.
Slam it.
There you go.
You could have been an intruder.
You reminded me of the Intruder song. Well, it's called Bed Intruder, remember? Climbing in your windows.
oh.
No, are you serious? Oh.
Play it right now.
No, I can't. That's great. It's great.
That crackhead man.
He's kind of.
He wasn't that, but.
Crackhead, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hide your kids. Hide your kids.
That was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
Wait, I remember
It's still
my dad-
funny though. You go back and watch it and be like,
Is that the intruder song? Is that how you
Ain't nobody got time for that. No, not her.
can I change the slide?
No.
No.
Mama, you open.
That'd be nice.
Man, the decade's ending.
I know, bro. Fuck.
Whoa.
It's the decade's ending. We gotta go back and watch Mines from 2013. Play some Minecraft.
I was hoping there was a way to pause. You know what I mean? Like pause it and then pick it up, so we can have our brain break. No, because then that starts to process the video, and then you'll have to reopen the video.
Take a shower. That'll be just long.
Okay, you guys got a minute and a half. Get up, stretch a little bit. Check your phones if you need to check your Facebook. Make sure you got no messages.
Dang, what am I guys doing? That's probably moves.
No.
She probably did.
Check mine too, real quick, yeah. Yo, brain break.
What do we do?
Brain break. You got about a minute, 15 seconds.
What's this point?
Do you know where the basketball was?
Munoz, can we go use the restroom real
On
quick?
court?
Wait. Oh.
Who knows where the female boys are playing today?
The who?
So that's baseball.
They're gonna use
The basketball.
Basketball.
Yuma. Oh, are they playing the Criminals?
Yeah. They're staying there
It's the Yuma Criminals, isn't it?
for the weekend.
Is it still the Yuma Criminals?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Look it up.
Can you search me?
Yeah, they're staying in a hotel for 3 days. The best one. Yeah, 'cause they got a 3-day terminal. So that might-
Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're the Coyotes. They used to be the Yuma Criminals.
You remember that as the criminals?
Hey.
No, seriously.
Oh, no,
I thought you were just making a joke because like Yuma's ghetto or something.
No, they were called the Criminals.
I was like, damn, okay, Williams.
You know, give them a list.
We're more ghetto.
That used to be them.
No.
They shut it down.
Why'd they change it?
Probably because they didn't want to be the criminals. But there's a story behind it. Like they went and they played somebody up in the valley, and they got beat, and they're like, "Don't worry about it. They're just a bunch of criminals anyway." And they kind of kept it like slap in the face. You got to read the story, but they used to be the Yuma Criminals.
And that was their logo.
What are they now? See, they should have been the Pumas, right? That would have been cool, like the Yuma Pumas. No, just me. I think that would have been cool. All right, tsunami. Whoosh. Cell phones put away again. Earbuds put away. Laptops closed. Let's get back to this. We got a couple slides left. You guys will be A-okay. You try. Two minutes.
My mom gave it to me. She never won, and I asked her. When she bought them, I asked her to get some earrings, but I just lost them at a time. And then, yeah, like I had to reopen them. I had them here last year.
bringing it?
I was about to
It was
say,
like in the
I was
winter.
saying, please,
I
I'm
took
not
off
getting it
my jacket and I lost it.
That's very nice of you.
I didn't have back in because like I went swimming in the summer and then I didn't know where my
Roman, you got this?
No, not yet.
It's the same problem we're doing, Gloria.
Oh, that's what you're
45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you do it, well, you could multiply them. What is it if you multiply them? Let me get you back there.
1,575.
Yeah, that's true. 1,575.
That's gonna be
So 1,500.
I'm the candy man.
Divided by 3.
That's a dry grape.
I know. That's a dry Okay, now divided by 2.
So I can't do 2, but I can do 3. 5, right? And the other one's 35? 35? And I do 7 and 5? There you go. So you got 2 3s, 2 5s. So you would bring out, what is it, 15? And then inside you have 7 left over. And that a little bit easier. Because the other one it'll be the same thing. Right. Well, there's how many X's are there total? 6, right? So you have 6, and you want to divide them into how many groups? Which groups of what? In groups of 2, right? So I divide by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Do you have any remainders? Any remainders? If I take 6 and divide it by 2, I get 2. Is there a remainder? No. So that means 3 X's come out, and that will be. Well, you have to divide by 7 divided by 2, I'm going to get 3, but I will have 1 remainder. So I'm going to divide it. that time, guys?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Here's the way I did this one. I did each number individually. Instead of multiplying them, I did 45 as 3, 15, 3, 5. And then the 35, excuse me. And then the 35 is 7 times 5. So that means I've got 2 3s and 2 5s. That goes 15 outside. What gets go back inside? What gets go back inside? That don't make no sense. What gets to go back inside? That leftover 7, right. And then for the letters, that's 5, 6. Divided by 2, I get to get 3. Remainder, how many? 0. So x3, none inside. The y's, I've got 7 of them. Divided by 2, I can do 3. Remainder, 1. So 3 go outside, 1 goes inside. Done, done, done. Okay, please make sure you do your exit ticket.
Don't cheat.
I'm not gonna. Make sure you get your exit ticket done. jmunoz.me/exit.